Okay guys, let's play Kids Next Door.
Yeah!
I'll be number 1.
I'll be number 2.
I want to be number 3. What? No, you can't be number 3.
What? Why not?
You don't have the same skin color as her. I should be her since my skin is much lighter. You should probably just be number 5.
Yes, I love being black. As a kid, it was an adventure, really, finding out what it exactly meant. You often hear the stereotypes of how black people dealt with childhood, but I was a military brat who was very nerdy and was the bride-to-be to Sonic the Hedgehog. We all know and love Sonic the Hedgehog. Even if he didn't propose to me, but you know. I was either too black to dress up as a character, or I wasn't black enough to be considered a true black person, because that totally makes sense. So one thing I commonly got told as a child was that I don't sound black. Like, what do you mean I don't sound black? Do we have a native language or a dialect to you? Like, how to talk black for dummies? And yes, they did, and sometimes they would demonstrate, you know,
ghetto behavior,
and ask why I didn't sound like that. Well, gee, I don't know, maybe because not all black people sound like that, but I don't know, it could be anything really, I don't know. I tried to act like that though, you know, I tried to fit in, you know, be hood, wasn't good at it. But, you know, A for effort. I wouldn't feel right. Like, it wasn't something I saw myself doing. And it just was me trying to act like how people expected me to act. But people gotta consider, different environments are different. Something that is quite muddied. And just because I am black, doesn't mean I have to sound black. I think I sound pretty black. This is even carried to my high school when I was a freshman, sophomore, you know, when I posted my first few selfies on Twitter and told everyone on DeviantArt that I was black. I had a good amount of people saying it was cool, I had a good support, but then you had that one person go,
"Oh, I see. I wasn't expecting that since you didn't sound like it."
"Oh my god! Oh Jesus!" You know, I'm really sorry. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm really sorry about that. Another thing I found funny in my childhood was how people who weren't my race would talk to their parents in public. You see, I come from a family where we learned how to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. To me, it was a sign of respect for the parents, so I never saw it as a big deal. I still say it to this day, as do my siblings. Not saying it's bad that you don't, because everyone's family is raised differently. But do you ever just walk into a Walmart or whatever and you hear the loud cries of a toddler just throwing a temper tantrum? And the mom is just like,
"Billy, sweetie, just hold on. Mommy will get you that candy if you behave." "I want it now, Mom! I want it now! Billy, you're better than this. Mommy, I want the candy! Billy!"
You see, we couldn't get away with that. Because back in the day, parents were more Olympic professionals when it came to spanking. So all they needed was the tone, the belt, and the look. I actually, you know, decided to make a list comparing how I've heard someone talk to their kid when they cry compared to how we got talked to as kids. The main thing I hear in Walmart for a whiny child is, "It's okay. Shh. Wait till we get home. Let's use our inside voices. And you're better than this." Now, let's see what was said when I was younger. We got as follows. "Nesquik is just regular chocolate milk, so why do we need it?" We have, "Keep crying, and I'm embarrassed you in front of all these people." We also have, "We can make our own Chef Boyardee at home." We have, Not wait till we get home, just wait till we get home. And we have my personal favorite, we ain't insert your friend's name here, family. If you got any of these kinds of responses, be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, share your experiences, because boy knows I wasn't the only one who had this, wonderful experience. Okay, real quick, something I remember that was really funny. So, my last name is Brown, right? And younger me from either pre-K or kindergarten didn't really understand the concepts of last names. So, I didn't really know why I was the race I was, but one day I came to a conclusion.
My last name must be Brown because I am brown-skinned. Golly, it all makes sense now.
I remember telling my dad about that, and he got a really great chuckle out of it. Probably was also embarrassed. So for some reason, whenever people would ask me who my favorite character was when I was a child, they would assume I always liked the black characters, like, Susie Carmichael from Rugrats, the entirety of the whole Static Shock crew, or Number 5 from Kids Next Door. However, not including any of the Sonic crew because they were the top. They were like top tier. But I tended to like the Asian characters the best. They were just really great to me. I liked Kimmy from Rugrats, Number 3 from Kids Next Door, Haylin from Witch, that one girl from Dexter, Mulan. It was something. But it was like people would suggest what character I should like or what character to be in roleplay games. But I always told them I wanted to be the characters who weren't black. This cross is like kind of more serious waters, but this is a lighthearted video, and this is my first Storytime animation, if we want to call it that. So we're gonna keep this, PG. We're starting out light. We'll progress and we'll build up as we go. But yeah, as we move on, I'll kind of dive in more into the not so great things about what I thought about my race. But anyway, that's for another video.